From Dallas to Los Angeles and a screen near you, here is B Wildcat 2.
I was particularly motivated playing Nebraska. There's a couple runs where I run up to the line of scrimmage and just into a big group of guys, and I just somehow determined not to go down and spun out of it. It was probably one of my better runs where I was evading tacklers and then playing against the University of Oklahoma. It was a big game. At that point, I was right in the middle of the Heisman race, and people knew about Oklahoma State, and they wanted to see this kid Barry Sanders play. And there was one where actually it was a long run, but a guy caught me from behind. But it ended up being one of those great bedlam games that went down to the very last few seconds.
Hey everybody, it's B Wildcat 2 here, back today with another. It seems like I'm saying this every time I introduce this guy, but you ought to know him by now. It's Barry Sanders back today with his Heisman Challenge, Week 11 here in NCAA Football 13. Of course, Barry Sanders is with the TCU Horned Frogs, as I believe they come into this game with a record of 8-2. Maybe it may have been something else. I think it was 8-2 though. May have been different. Maybe 7-2. It's hard to remember. It's been so long since I last did a commentary for this guy. You may not even remember him, but this is Week 11. We're taking on the Kansas State Wildcats, and Barry's going to get a nice 9-yard carry there, as we're playing home, and this would be an upset if we could defeat the Kansas State Wildcats here. You'll see the replay of Barry. I hate running into your own linemen. Hopefully they fix that for NCAA 14, guys. Anyway, Barry looks confused, and I would be too if I ran into my own offensive lineman. At least he didn't fumble like Sanchez did. 2nd and 1 now, 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. And man in motion to the right, from the left side to the right side. Hand off to Barry, running to the right side. Gets a block and is only tackled by the last guy. If he could have just gotten past him, he would have been gone to the end zone. His season stats to this point now. 1st and 10 near midfield. The next play, handoff Barry up the middle, cutting left side. And that's another nice 9-yard carry there, as he's been getting pretty substantial gains on this drive of, like I'd say maybe 7, 8, 9 yards per carry, it seems, thus far to start off this game. And you see they've already moved on into the Kansas State side of the 50, and they are driving now. 1st and 10 later as they're inside the 20 after a couple of passes. Handoff Barry up the middle on the draw play, and he is not going to get the first down, but he will be close to it. It'll be 2nd and inches, nearing the 1st and goal marker. You'll see the replay, handoff to Barry on that delay, and Barry is just almost about to able to pick up that first down. As you see, they're about at the 8-yard line, is that? Like the 8 or the 7. Now 2nd and inches, the very next play. Handoff Barry straight up the gut, and nobody's going to touch him. That's a TCU touchdown, and the Horned Frogs take the lead here early on with 1:35 left in the first quarter. It's now 7-0 thanks to Barry Sanders straight up the gut. 2nd and 10 now in a 7-3 game here as we near halftime. Barry will get that pass. Oh, he's going. Oh, he's just tackled inside the 20. Nicely done there. Now 3rd and 7 after they call timeout or they run the hurry up or something. Handoff Barry right side, cutting, and touchdown. Nice run by Barry Sanders, and that's what he can do, folks. You think you're gonna keep him off the scoreboard before the half ends? Not with Barry Sanders on your team. Oh, and by the way, I do want to say congratulations to Barry. He has been named the cover athlete for Madden NFL 14. Yes, or Madden NFL 25, whatever you want to call it. Hand off to Barry on the delay again. He'll get 7 yards there as we're into the third quarter. In a 14-3 game, 2nd and 3 next play. Get a man to jump off sides. I don't think it'll count as a man in motion. Hand off Barry left side. Oh man, don't give him that open field. He can activate those speed surge, and he's already up to over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day now. 1st and goal later on in the drive. Barry gets the handoff out of the shotgun, and he will drag a couple of defenders into the end zone with him for another Horned Frog touchdown. So now 2:44 left in the third quarter, and suddenly it's a 21-3 game as Barry really has taken this offense over. Now after a Kansas State turnover, 1st and 10, handoff Barry on the delay again, and he nears another first down. It seems like he's getting pretty close to these first downs, but just not able to get enough yardage to get the first down. But he's getting 2nd and inches consistently, getting close to 10 yards per carry in these highlights. Now 3rd and 1 later in the drive. 3 backs in there to block for Barry. He's going to get the pitch to the left side, and he's going to get in the end zone as nobody's going to even touch him. That's another Horned Frog touchdown, and now they are leading 27-3 with the extra point pending with 1:16 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And this, if you don't even think that this is bad enough, it can only get worse from here. 2nd and 1 now into the 4th quarter, still 28-3, nearing midfield. Man in motion is moving from the right side to the left. That's a wide receiver. Handoff Barry left side. He's got open space ahead of him. He didn't get tackled. Oh man, if he could have stayed on his feet and stayed in bounds, he would have gotten the touchdown there. As you see, he breaks the NCAA record for rushing yards in a season, thus adding on to his quest for the Heisman Trophy. 1st and 10, handoff Barry right side, gets the block. Can he get there? Yes, sir. Tackled into the end zone. Another touchdown for Barry, his 5th of the day. My goodness. And this isn't even his most impressive performance to date. But I mean, you could consider it that, since this is probably one of the better opponents they've played this season, and the way Barry has stepped up and really put himself on the scoreboard 5 times with those 5 touchdowns, over 200 yards rushing, 27 carries for 208 yards and 5 touchdowns. Now 42-3, under a minute and a half to go. Handoff Barry on 3rd and 1. He'll get the first down and get all the way across midfield into Kansas State territory. Now 4th and 2. I don't know why coach is going for it. May have been a tough long field goal. Handoff to Barry, and he's going to get that first down easily and get to about the 15-yard line. A big run by Barry Sanders there. Now 31 seconds to go, 1st and 10, handoff Barry right side, makes one man miss, gets pushed off by another. Oh man, Barry Sanders almost another touchdown there, gets pushed out of bounds at the 1, 1st and goal with 24 seconds to go. But you'll see it here, handoff to the right side, should have been tackled there, says no sir, gets pushed by another guy, should have been tackled there, and it takes the whole practically Kansas State team just to tackle him. Now 1st and goal, let's see. Handoff Barry up the middle, touchdown, just rubbing it in at this point. But they they really feel as though they can hang with any team in the country. Those 2 early losses need to be ignored, they say. And with this win over Kansas State, 49-3 over the Wildcats, I believe. TCU, they are still undefeated in Big 12 play. And yes, it was indeed 49-3. It was a great game for the Horned Frogs. Barry had 6 touchdown runs, including this one on the play of the game right here. Nicely done, Barry Sanders. So I thank you guys for watching this video. Barry and the Horned Frogs still undefeated in conference play, as I believe they're now either 8-2 or 9-2. Probably 8-2. That sounds right. 8-2 record at this point. So come back next time for more Barry Sanders. I believe, over 300 yards for Barry on the day on 39 carries, 6 touchdowns. Just a all-around beast of an effort by Barry Sanders there. And I want to say that I think Desmond will be up next as far as Heisman Challenge videos go. Desmond Howard will be the next one that you see, and then we'll probably get another Barry going. But look at all this highlights. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Next up, week 12 will be a bye week, and you'll see that we will sim through that bye week here in just a minute after these pictures go through. And you'll see it. We will be taking on our week 13 opponent next time, and that will be none other than a hatred rival. We haven't played them since we were in the Southwest Conference, folks. This is the Texas Longhorns, and it's going to be a tough one as we're taking on the Longhorns in Austin. We're still first up on the Heisman wish list. They're number 6 in the country. Can we pull off our 3rd upset in the row? Come back next time and find out. See you guys.